know, some babies are quite tricky in life, but Phoebe was incredibly easy. She stopped crying and screaming through the night by the age of 4 years old.
So we've come together today to witness the promises, to share with them in their happiness and their hopes for the future. Marriage involves caring and giving. It involves learning to share life with each other, forgiving just as Christ forgives, enjoying life together and loving one another. Whatever comes your way, you face it together with Christ right beside you.
He's been a lovely kid. He's very energetic, very inquisitive, and quite gifted with his hands, very mechanical. He'll get any motorbike going. It's quite incredible. What I haven't mentioned is that Cory's actually one of 5 boys. He's number 4, and he's managed to hold his own in the pecking order. And his mum would be very proud of him if she was here today. Thank you very much. Nice to see you guys happily married, and we look forward to catching up with you.
So she's practicing these handstands and morning tea, and she collects this girl with this hard shoe right in the side of the head. And she turned up about a week later with her jaw wired, so Phoebe had broken her jaw.
Phoebe does have a gentle soul. She'll overwhelm you with kindness and is incredibly loyal. She really cares for people and truly loves you, Cory. But as you do know, she does have that fiery red hair, and if you get out of line, she's good at handstands.
On the surface, they seem very different, but anyone who spent any time to get with them could tell you that their humour is exactly alike. I have my suspicions that all the outlandishly funny things Cory doesn't say is exactly what Phoebe wishes she could do if it weren't for the repercussions of acting the fool. Phoebe, you are kind, loving, oh so patient, and you don't let him get away with too much cheek. Cory, always treasure the woman you have married today, and just remember that as good as you are, just like in all good relationships, your wife will always be out of your league.
Cory, I met you when you were in Brad's life group at CY, and my first impression of you was that you'd do a running jump onto my husband's back, catching him unaware, every Friday. Your energy, charm and humour has not faded but rather grown since then, and I'm so pleased that you and Phoebe found each other. I know I don't need to tell you because you already know that she's gentle, generous to a fault, incredibly empathetic and so compassionate. Take good care of her, and I hope you enjoy growing old with her as much as I enjoyed growing up with her.
I'd also like to thank Cory's parents, Glenn and Deanne, as well as his brothers for raising Cory into the man he is today. Unfortunately, as Glenn mentioned, Deanne isn't with us anymore, but Cory should be immensely proud of the man you are and the man of faith you are. And Phoebe, I know that Deanne would have loved to have met you and call you a daughter.
I also wanted to thank both of my parents for your input in the lead up to today. You've both been incredible. Glenn, I wanted to thank you and Deanne for raising such a wonderful man. Cory is such a treasure, and I just feel so grateful that I now get to call him my husband.
Wow. No, it's beautiful. It's not what I didn't know what to expect, but it's just so beautiful. It's incredible. Wow. No wonder it took so long.
I also wanted to thank Craig and Joe for welcoming me into their family. And thank you for raising Phoebe to be very patient. Very grateful to be able to call her my wife, and I'm truly blessed to have met you. And finally, I wanted to take a moment to thank God, and we recognise that He is the reason we're standing here today as husband and wife in holy matrimony. And we truly appreciate His goodness and faithfulness.
To my husband Cory, I love you very much. You're my best friend, who I'm so thankful for, and I can't wait to spend forever with you.
It is my pleasure to announce you husband and wife. So Cory, you may kiss your bride. So guys, I invite you to please stand for the new Mr. and Mrs. Cory and Phoebe Sharp.
Appreciate you very much for having me.